Hey y'all, this is my first video on this channel, and in this video I'm showing y'all how to do these 3 designs you see here. So let's just hop straight into it. So here you see me clipping the fake fingernail. Then I file it down with, a fingernail file. I take my e-file, drill the nail bed, and then I apply glue and, add the tip. And so this is like my process of prepping practice fingers or just a fake hand in general. If this was a real hand, you would use the bond and dehydrator to ensure that the nail and acrylic and everything stays as long as it can. You'd also do like a bit of cuticle work and whatever else, but this is not that. So in this clip, I am clipping my tip with the fingernail clipper, with the straight edge nail clipper. And then I go in and file it with my 80 by 80 grit file. And yeah, I'm trying to achieve like a tapered square shape. So that's what I'm going for, and I think it came out pretty well, at least for this one, in like the tri-colored ombre look I did. So yeah, and in this clip right here you see me trying to show y'all the brush that I used, but it probably wasn't the best idea since all the ink came off. But it's a Nail Supply Glamour brush, and it's the size 10. So yeah, I'm starting in this clip to add the acrylic. And so with the marble design, I've struggled a lot. And basically I found that you have to make sure your beads of acrylic are really wet. So that's what I'm doing right here in this clip, making sure that like my beads are not like the average bead that you would need to have, that good balance. This one needs to be more runny, just so that the colors can like swirl to the best of their ability. And so yeah, also you don't want to like swish the colors together too much, because then you will mix the color so much that like you can't see the difference and it won't be marble anymore. It'll just be like one full color of like whatever the 2 colors it is that you're using, mix that together. So yeah, and yeah, at this point y'all can just continue watching, and I'll come back later to explain whatever else I'll need to explain. So yep. So this point is where I wanted to slow it down, just so that y'all could see what I'm doing in a little more detail. So I tend to take like little small beads of acrylic of whatever the more distinct color is in the marble, and like just make little lines with that, and then like just place those in like the spots on the nail where you want the color to be a little bit more like I guess distinct, for lack of a better word, and just like kind of like swish it together, not swish it, but like I don't even know how to explain it, but y'all can see what I'm doing. So yeah, also I don't know if I remembered to say this the last time, but when you file the nail, you need to like make sure that the file is straight up against like the nail just so that when you're filing, it doesn't like mess up the shape. Because if you keep it straight up against the nail, then like it'll perfect that shape versus like messing it up and going whichever way you're holding your file. So yeah, and I'll come back to y'all later on with whatever else I need to say. So yeah.
Choose your fighter. Lightning inspired. Fight.
Okay, so at this point, y'all can see me like hand filing the nail, and basically with that, I wasn't able to show like this whole process in full detail because like I'm not trying to like make the video super long. When I first edited it, it was like almost an hour long, so my goal was to get it down to like 30 minutes. So basically, like when I am hand filing the nail like on top, like the acrylic and stuff, I make sure to hold the file like on the side or file it like at an angle so that I can like get it to lay as even as it can, just because my application isn't the best yet. So I start on the sides and like file it at an angle, and then I like do the other side and file it at an angle, and then I file on top just to smooth out like the top itself, and then I go in with the E file, the electric drill, and I use my drill bit to even it out even more, like and then after that I just use my swipe, clear off the dust, and then I add the top coat, cure it, and it looks a little something like this. So right here I'm showing y'all the 3 colors that I used to create this tri-colored ombre look. I think it's pretty cute. All the colors are by iGel Beauty, and they're having like a 60% off sale, or they did. I think it's like ongoing, so you can still check it out. Pretty good colors. Some of them marble though, but it's fine. You can like barely see it when you do this design, so yeah. But for each acrylic bead or a different like color that I lay down, I slow down the video just so y'all can see like how my application is, or like the methods that I've found out to do in like this whole process, because it's kind of hard when you start out to get the right like bead and everything, and I still struggle with that. So yeah, I'm trying to practice as much as I can, but life. So yeah, I just thought I would slow down each clip where I first lay down the color, just so y'all can see like how I'm doing it, and basically also like how I blend the colors, one color into the next. Also, I kind of mess up when I lay like a second or third bead of blue down, so I like show how to fix that and everything. And I'm not sure if I slowed it down at that part as well, but I might have. But yeah, no, I think right now you're seeing me lay that first bead of blue acrylic. And the best way I found to marble is to start, to ombre, is to start from the bottom and go up. So, because that's how I lay acrylic the best as well. So yeah, I would just take that first bead of acrylic, and then like lay that, or at least the first color, and then move on to the second color, lay that on top, and then like blend it downwards. And you can just keep on adding beads in like where you think that the color needs to be, just like I'm doing right now. And yeah, you see me laying the purple, and it's basically just the same thing. So I'm gonna stop talking and y'all can just keep on watching, and I'll come back in later. So right here I'm showing y'all like the thickness of the nail and stuff, just because that's something I've like struggled with in the past, and I still do. So that's why I was trying to show y'all that, and how I've kind of learned to build the nail. Also I'm going in with the e-file and like my drill bit. I don't know what exact name there is for that drill bit, but it's like a little cone shaped drill bit kind of. I go in under the nail and like drill the extra acrylic and stuff away, just so we can have like a nice looking nail from the back, and like the C curve and everything can look nice. So yeah, then I go back in with a different drill bit, and file away at the top, and yep. So I'll probably come back in for the next design, because I don't have anything else really to say. So yeah. So for this design, this is the one I was most excited to learn most excited to do when I first got all my acrylic stuff. But I'm going for a more like deep French look, so the nude is gonna be like lower on the nail, but typically it probably would stop around like the first bead that I did, and I'll just keep building it there. But yeah, no, right now I am just laying my bead of nude acrylic, basically to like shape the I guess it's called the free edge, the smile line. No, the smile line. To shape this smile line, I just take my brush, as you can see, and I just keep on like building. But like I said, I probably would have stopped in that first bead if this was like a regular French look, but it's not. So I kept on going and just trying to like, you know, perfect that smile line. And yeah, that's what you're seeing me do now. And after I go in with I think it's the third bead I stop, or maybe there's one more, I don't know, but I take like 3 or 4 beads and like perfect that and get it the shape all right and whatever, and then I wait for it to dry, wait for that acrylic to dry, and then I go in with the hand file. I have like a 100 grit hand file from Young Nails. It came in like the kit I got, and that's the one I use mostly like to just perfect like the smile line, and also like when I file on top of the acrylic, just to smooth out the surface. That's what I use, like the 100 grit one, and like I use the 80 grit one just to perfect the shape of the nail and stuff, just because it's more coarse. So yeah, and I try not to use that one like on or too much, just because it's kind of rough. I don't know, I may get like 100 grit files next time, because I got a pack of 10 of 80, and I might just switch to 100, but we'll see. Anyways, as you can see, it took me a little while to like get the shaping of this right, but I'm determined to figure out how to get this smile line and everything right, without having to use extra tools, just because I always thought it was pretty cool. So hey, why not? And I think at this point I have stopped applying the nude, and I'm going to file the smile line. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I didn't show y'all that. Oh no, I do. Okay. So yeah. You see me right here using my 100 grit hand file from Young Nails, and I am just perfecting the shape of the smile line or whatever. And then after that, I clean it off with some swipe, I think. If not, then I use my brush that I get the dust off or whatever. And then I put the white on top. And when you put like whatever color that you're using at the bottom of your French, whether that's like a V cut French or like just the regular like French with the little like, what's it called? Swoop at the bottom. I don't even know. But yeah, whatever color you're using, you can put it on there however messily or neat, however you want to put it on there. But just know like you have to file more. The more messy it is, you're gonna have to file more. So I was trying my hardest not to be messy with it but it's kind of hard because I'm not like a pro at this or anything yet. But because when I tend to like file away the white or whatever color I use, I found like that the line is not as like neat as I thought it would look, because I don't know, maybe I just think I'm like filing better than I am or whatever. But you'll see like how much more I have to go back in and like fix the shaping. Or honestly, it didn't even look that bad looking back at the video now, but before, like when I was doing this, I did not like how the smile line was looking and how like crooked it kind of was to me. Like it wasn't as perfect as I wanted it to be. So that could also be me just being a perfectionist with this in particular look. So yeah, but y'all will see me go back in and like what I do to fix that. So but right now you just can keep on watching, and I'll come back in like when that part comes, so I can just like explain that as you're seeing it, and go a little bit more in depth with that. So yeah, I'll be back. So I think this is the part where I am going in and like fixing stuff. So right here when I'm laying down this nude, I think it was just a little thin at the top where I wanted it to be, a little thicker. Your acrylic doesn't need to be too thick near the cuticle because it should really just blend, but like it was very thin to where it wasn't like there at all, to me at least. So that's why I added some right there near the cuticle of the plastic fingernail. But yeah, I think I'm starting to, yes, okay, so basically, oh no, never mind. I'm gonna have to come back in. Oh no, right now I am just filing away some of the nude that I laid down. And I think now I am okay. Yeah, so now like I'm just laying down some extra white acrylic at the smile line, and I'm like trying to just make it as straight as I can by going in and like after I lay the white acrylic down, I wipe off my brush and I go in and like get as close as I can to the line I've already made, doing like all the steps I did before. And I go in and just like flip my brush on the other side like you're seeing, and just like smooth it with the brush. Like take the edge of the brush. I'm so horrible at explaining this, but take the other side of the brush, or the edge of the brush, and then like guide the acrylic with the brush, so that like you can make the line as straight as you need it to be or want it to be. And I'm sorry I'm out of like frame in some of this because I was like looking really close at what I was doing, and so I brought it out of frame by accident. Also, you probably will notice the camera was shaking or my phone was shaking, but it's because I have this little like clip that I use, the little phone stand clip thingy, and you attach it to the table and it holds your phone. But it's like when I move anything, like if the table shakes, like filing or whatever, then so does the camera. So that's why it's shaking, and I'm trying to like figure out how to like stop that, or like I tried my hardest not to like hit the table or have the table shake, but it's kind of hard when like anything you do moves the table. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. Also right here, I try to make sure I don't go like near the white that I just added, because then that would defeat the purpose of me placing down that white near the smile line. So yeah, I make sure like when I file not to like go directly on top of the white I just placed down, because then, you know, take it off. So yeah, and I'm sorry about this part. I probably should have clipped this out. So yeah. But yeah, after this I lay down the clear acrylic. Then I, you know, file that or whatever, and yeah, put on the glossy top coat and keep it pushing. So yeah, I'll probably pop back in later, for a final voice appearance, and then I'll be out of this video for the rest of the video. So yeah, bye. Okay, so at this point, you see I just applied the top coat, wiped the sides off just so the gel polish wouldn't, come over to the sides and mess up the shape. So yeah, I'm giving y'all a close-up look, and that's the final look. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and more videos to come in the near future. Bye.